Ward throwing to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down.
Let's go now. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Moore. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to... First carry for DeAndre Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. That's the rookie from Washington, Rome Odunze. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Well, that a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Check go.
Here's Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Here's Ward, throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Ward. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. But on the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Moore, the man in motion. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. To throw, Williams. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game.
To throw is Ward. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Ward. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a bedroom play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Operating from the gun. Ward. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. The Spears with another carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Moore. He's got it. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
Let's go now.
Pollard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. As they come up now, second and goal. In motion right, that's Burks. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And he will take this.
Let's go.
To the air, Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check go.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was
away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
To throw, it's Williams. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math,
got it. Ready?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Moore. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake. Moore. That one's taken in by Spears. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Moore. It's complete. Burks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. In motion left goes Burks. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Alert. Alert. Reload. Reload.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he winds obviously will throw that one away.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Moore. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Slide. Through, and that will extend their lead even.
Tiger, 19. Ready.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams on the move to his left. A pass complete to Adunzo. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Off the RPO, he completes it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
Still
I've
first
often
down.
wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Play action. Now Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Back to throw. Williams. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half.
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception. He wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's third down and 4. Looking to throw. Williams. That is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Travis. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Ward now, operating from the gun. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice grab there by Ridley, who made the move to Tennessee this offseason after recording over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns in his lone season as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And now that the rust of the previous couple of years is worn off, the Titans, they're certainly hoping he can take it a step further in 2024 in Nashville.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. It's caught, locked it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. On the out route, he's got Burks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now. Here's Williams. He'll drop. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On the toss, it's Spears. Shifts by at the 15. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7. Right back to Spears. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, 14 yards. And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to be able to break free as they... They'll start on the ground with Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60.
This is Swift on the counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, here's Williams. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done. So that effort gives him a 3. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pollard will take it up the gun. Oh, able to avoid him. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Looking to throw. Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Ready. Here we go. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Ward. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the slant, Burks able to slither by. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Okay, ready.
And here's a give to Spears. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. Ward. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do that, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They take over here following the action. That's the good news. Tough spot. Post here, 1st and 10. So we stop for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by... first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 24. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Block at the man in motion. Now Ward off the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Bears going to call. Timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ward. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. Take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, it's Homer. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down and 6.
70 range, 70.
To throw, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Swift going to try up the middle as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 3. Going on the ground with Homer. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They'll run this with Homer. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. This is Homer. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. Ward throwing to start the drive. This one caught by Ridley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he goes out right around the 39. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Looking to throw. Ward. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw again. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. Easily see how many. Here are some recommendations to get you started. This is the development tray. This is the abilities tab. It's week 2 of the 2024 season, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Bears and the Texans on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's week 2 of this NFL season.